Welcome to the Lake Area Business Beat, the official podcast of the Lake Area Regional Business Chamber of Commerce. Today, I'm your host, Carrie Griffin, bringing you the latest buzz from the heart of our region where innovation meets opportunity and community drives success. Each episode will spotlight local leaders, rising entrepreneurs, and game-changing initiatives that are shaping the economic future of the Lake Area. Whether you're a seasoned business owner, a startup dreamer, or just love keeping up with what's happening in your backyard, this podcast is for you. Let's dive in, connect, and grow together. Welcome to Business Beat, the official podcast of the Lake Area Regional Business Chamber of Commerce, where we shine a spotlight on local businesses and entrepreneurs making a real impact right here in Lake Charles. Today, I'm sitting down with a true staple in the beauty industry, someone who has been serving the community with passion, consistency, and excellence for over 20 years. I'm talking about a Black-owned, God-centered business led by the incredible Tammy LaSalle, owner of Tees Hair Extraordinaire. From perms to color to creating an unmatched salon experience, she has built more than just a business. She's built trust, confidence, and legacy through her work. If you've ever sat in her chair, you already know it's more than hair. It's an experience. Let's tap into her story. Tammy, first off, I want to thank you for joining us today. It is truly an honor to have you on the Business Beat.
It's an honor to be here.
Thank you. Now, tell me what inspired you to start doing hair and eventually open your own salon?
It really was not my plan.
Really? Okay, so tell me about that.
I was in college, and my plan was to be in marketing. However, I am in marketing too. But I had a sister that took sick that brought me back home. And when I came back home, it was another cosmetologist that spoke to me about being in the beauty industry. And that's what brought me to the beauty industry.
Nice. Was there a moment where you knew this was your calling?
After I started, I knew that it was a ministry.
It truly is. What kept you going in the early days when things got tough?
I always relied on my true source, which is God. And I
True source.
knew that He was leading. He would lead my clients to the salon. And I began to see that it was more than just a salon visit. It was a family. It became a ministry.
Yeah.
So as much as they enjoyed receiving the service, I enjoyed their company. And I enjoyed seeing transformation. It wasn't just about the hair. The difference with the business that I have is it caters to the total person, spirits and body.
Yeah.
So when they come, it's not just about enhancing the outer. It's making sure that I speak to the inner.
I love that. So I bet when people come, they come through your doors and their spirit is one way or their attitude or their personality is one way. And then when they go through this transformation and they see themselves, the new selves with the new hair, I bet all of that changes and you get to see that transform in your salon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're an architect of that. That's a very, that's a gifted place to be. Now, you've been doing hair for over 20 years. How has the industry changed over time?
It has drastically changed. This At this particular time, I don't see as much compassion. It's so much rush. It's get the client in and get the client out. So therefore, I definitely want to stay with spending more time with my client where they don't feel as if they're rushed in the salon and they're rushed out. That their hair is being catered to, making sure that that hair is healthy. Anybody can do a style, but it takes someone that's really involved in knowing the industry and knowing what can happen to the hair if the products are not one that caters to healthy whole hair.
My goodness, you said a mouthful there. And I just want to break that down because the rushing, we as clients, we can feel it when we're rushed in and out. Or I have this joke with my friends. If I go on your booking site and it sounds like you're yelling at me on the booking site, I'm not booking with you. So what makes your salon experience different?
I think the difference is because I let it be known that I'm not just catering to your hair. When you come in, I'm catering to you as a whole person.
I love that.
Finding out not just what's happening with your hair today, what has going on with your hair in a a certain amount of time. What has happened between the last year? What have you
Mhm.
seen differently?
Mhm.
Instead of just rushing you in, okay, what style you need to do today? Let's get that done.
Okay.
No, if I see that you need a certain type of conditioner, if I see that the hair is dry,
Mhm.
if I see that the hair needs to be colored, and it may not be colored, it just may need to be shine, something, a shine enhancer, something
Okay.
to give you more body. It's a consultation to let me know what's going on prior to me putting hands on you.
I love that. So you're constantly assessing what needs to happen with their hair to achieve their goals specifically or whatever your recommendation is.
Correct.
Okay. I love that. I love that. So it's not you don't have them on a conveyor belt. Every style or every visit is customized to the client, sounds like.
Correct.
I love that. Okay. What do you believe keeps your clients coming back year after year?
I think it's relationship. Most of the time people think that it's hair, but I think it's relationship, and it's knowing that when they come that you care. You really
Yeah.
care about them. People look for community. They want to go somewhere that where they feel love. And that's the atmosphere that I have in my salon.
Yeah.
I only allow certain type of music,
Okay.
and it's a calming atmosphere. They want to come and they wanna relax. They've been rushing all day long. They just want to sit down and relax and have some me time. And that's what I cater to.
Getting your hair done is such an intimate experience. And I'm very careful with who I allow to touch my head because I'm aware that that is such an intimate experience. So, and for me, it starts with booking. And then I'm assessing how the person's attitude is when I come in there. Am I calm or is my spirit not at rest with that person? So all of those things I'm discerning when I'm in that person's presence. And it sounds like you are aware of that. And so you cater your experience to every client, not just on a physical level, but on a mental and an emotional level as well. That's huge. I love that.
Yes. And one of the things I do too is I have a lot of older clients
Hmm.
that really don't want to do the booking site.
Hmm.
So I still take in phone appointments. You can call me on my phone to get an appointment, and they love that. They love that. They're not there yet. But then
Okay.
I do have the younger generation. They're into that. I'm
Yeah.
going online. I'm gonna book my appointment.
Yes.
So it's where it works both ways.
Yeah. And I love that. I love that you have an experience, an onboarding experience that is not so streamlined. It's approachable from multiple directions. I love that. What's one transformation that really stood out to you with a client?
One that really set out to me, I had a client who had experienced cancer and she lost all of her hair. And she just really was not comfortable going bald, and she had a lot of people saying, "Oh, you look nice being bald. You look nice." So when she came in the salon, I saw she was struggling. And then the Lord has graced me to do custom wigs.
Oh, okay.
So I did her a custom wig, and the look on her face was just amazing. It was just amazing. Was it as if it had grew out of her own head, my hair?
Goodness.
So it was just something that I had not seen before
Mhm.
and was grateful to do it.
That's powerful. That is so powerful. So, do you offer wigs for cancer patients or maybe patients who are suffering with alopecia as a service?
Both.
My goodness. That's a very specific niche to be able to provide a service in that area. Okay, I love that.
And I provide a private, very private room for that with their one
That's
on one.
now
They're not embarrassed. No one else
yes.
to see. That appointment is one on one.
That's huge. Love that. Now, what's one lesson you've learned as a business owner that you wish you knew earlier?
One lesson that I have learned is to cater to everyone. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're
Mhm.
Asian. It's just to cater to whoever comes through my door.
Okay.
That's the one lesson that I've learned that I can truly thank God for, because I can look at someone and think, oh, maybe they're in the wrong place. And then the Lord showed me differently.
Right there, right where they should be. Yeah, because there's something that they may need to hear out of your mouth on that day. How do you continue to grow and stay relevant in today's beauty industry?
Keeping up with the new looks, keeping up with the trends, listening to my clients,
Uh-huh.
listening to the things that they're in need of, not just the things that I can give, but the things that they're in need of and making sure that I can cater to that need.
Mhm. Okay. You mentioned being a God-centered business. How has your faith played a role in your journey?
Huge. From knowing when things get a little slow. Most of the time, we see that after the holidays, things may get a little slow. Knowing that God made me a promise. He made me a promise that He would always be there. He would never leave me. He would never forsake me.
Mm.
Even in slow days. In slow days, there's something that He wants me to draw from that. And so my faith has really grown. It has really grown when I owned my business. I did a mortgage burning ceremony. So
Go you.
it's mine. It's a gift that God has given me and has provided me to meet every need. And I've had several independent contractors that have worked in my salon. Some worked over 20 years. I have someone that's working in my salon now. She's an esthetician.
Okay.
She caters to facials, total body waxings. So he's provided. He's provided, and through my faith, it has grown, and I've seen it.
I love that you spoke on that because I truly believe that God is not a man that he should lie. And to be a business owner, you have to have a lot of faith. You got to be a little crazy too. So I totally get it.
Every day is a walk of faith. 'Cause you don't know who's coming in and who's not coming in. They
Yeah.
may be on your books, but
Yeah.
then they may call and say something came up. So that client that you may have been waiting to come in decided they could not come in for some particular reason.
Yeah. And you have
That's
to
my
have a
faith.
high level of faith and a high level of trust. In business for 20 years, you've seen different types of economies and you've weathered through every storm. So, and I know that's nothing but God. Yeah. Yeah. What is something that people think is easy about owning a salon, but is actually very challenging?
The most challenging thing I think people think is these is books. Making sure that my inventory is intact, making sure when the client comes in, I don't have to run to the store and get something that I should have already had in the salon. So I think it's making sure that my accounting, all of that is well taken care of. And sometimes we have a problem reaching out to other people for help and want to do it all.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I can really say is making sure that the books and the inventory, the accounting is intact.
I love that you made that point because as business owners, we do not know everything. We know how to drive revenue into our business because that's our skill set. But there are other aspects of the business that just may not be our skill set, like doing the
Right.
books, doing the taxes, and staying in compliance, those things, So sometimes you have to reach out to people to get help in those areas to make sure that your business is running efficiently. Because while we may be walking in our passion, there is a business side to everything. So I love that you said that. And then you spoke on inventory. You have some products here.
Yeah.
Before we close out, I need you to talk to us about your products and tell us what led you to creating your own line. I mean, this is a beautifully presented line of hair care products here.
This is a desire that I had for years, buying products from all of these other different companies. And I like this in this product, and I like this in that product.
Yeah.
I'm mixing these two together to get what I needed. The Lord just placed in my spirit, you can have that. You can have that. So
That.
it was a gentleman that got with me and he said, oh, I can help you put this together, where you can have your own product line. So we began communicating back and forth, and I told him what I did like and what I didn't like. And God made it possible for me to launch my own line. And it comes with different types of shampoos. And this really helped when COVID hit. I saw the need. People could not come in the salon.
Yeah.
So I put together these salon home packages where they could do their hair
That's
themselves. It
intriguing.
came with the shampoo, the conditioner, it came with the shine enhancer, it came with the mousse and the styling spray. So they can
Nice.
handle their hair at home without sitting in my chair. So it was something that the Lord blessed me with, and I'm grateful to it.
I love that. Now, is your hair care line hair type specific, or is it good for any hair type?
All texture.
All textures. That's very important because for someone like myself that can do bone straight or out of the shower super curly when it's wet, I need a versatile hair product, and that's hard to find. I love that. You are so creative. Well, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own salon today?
Go for it. Go for it. I would tell them to definitely go for it. Don't allow fear to stop you from moving forward. I started my business, I was extremely young. I was in my 20s. And when I first introduced it to several of my friends, they said, "Girl, you ready to start your own business? What is that?" So it was unknown to so many people. But my partner was my mother. When I started and I told her about it, she stood in and as my partner. And as the Lord grew my business, I became a sole proprietor. Thank the Lord for her assistance in the beginning because I was extremely young. But I would definitely say go for it.
Go for it. Just do it.
Do it.
I love that. I love that. Don't be scared. What separates a successful stylist from one who might struggle a little bit?
I think the most thing that would separate would be passion. For this business, you have to have a passion for hair, a passion for people, because everybody doesn't want the same thing, the same style, right? But they want someone who is enjoying what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I truly enjoy what I do. I love what I do. So you definitely have to have a passion to make sure that your client is satisfied outside of what I think.
I was going to say that. What about being flexible? If a client shows you a style and as you're doing it on them, maybe it's not shaping out how they thought it would. How flexible would you say you have to be to make sure that the client is happy? Because that's what it's about.
Extremely. That's happened
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah.
I think it's something that I like, but it may not be something that you like.
Yeah.
So it's talking and communicating.
Yes.
Making sure it's not a one thing, it's communication between me and the client.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love about my salon. I get to know the client.
Yeah.
I get to know your likes and your dislikes. I don't like one client may like her hair in her face.
Yeah.
Client may say, no, 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 I want my hair away from my face.
Right.
So you just have to get to know your client.
And I think it's so important to be able to take that direction as a stylist and not take it in a way that and be offended. Like it's like the client is saying, okay, your work is not good enough. Your work could be top tier. They just might not like how it fits them. And to be able to maneuver around that without offense, I think that is huge. Yeah.
And even in this industry, something has come up now where we can offer our clients, you can see your hair before I even do it. I can take a picture of
Really?
you and I can show you what you think about this style on you. And it puts the style on you where you can see it in advance.
So y'all are top tier.
You may want to be gray. May want to be red. You may want a different color, and you can see the color on your skin tone on your face.
Yeah.
And decide from there.
That's a
So
game changer.
this industry has really moved. It's changed. You just have to stay with the change.
They said AI was coming, but you can see it everywhere in every industry. That's really cool. Well, Tammy, we truly appreciate you for taking time to share your story with us today. Your consistency, your passion, and your impact on this community does not go unnoticed. But before we wrap up, if someone is watching you right now thinking about stepping out on faith and starting their own business, what would you tell them?
I would tell them walk by faith.
I
Walk
love
by
that.
faith. Walk by faith. We can do all things through Christ. We can do all things. Don't allow this world to stop you from moving forward. I love all of my colleagues. We all are, for one thing, we're all for helping others. So go for it. My thing is always to go for it. You won't know if you don't try.
That's so impactful. And thank you for that final word. Well, this has been another episode of Business Beat with the Lake Area Regional Business Chamber of Commerce, highlighting the people and businesses that keep Lake Charles growing and thriving. Make sure you support Tammy LaSalle and Tees Hair Extraordinaire. And if you are looking for quality, consistency, and a true salon experience, you know where to go. Matter of fact, Tammy, tell us where to go.
I'm located on the corner of Hodges and 17th Street.
Thank you. And what's your number if they want to call and book?
My number is 337-439-5628. Or you can reach me at 337-377-8833.
Thank you for that, Tammy. And until next time, keep building, keep growing, and keep supporting local.
Be creative. inspire others.